Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Rob. Today we're going to be reviewing the Field Tarot by Hannah Elizabeth Fofana. I got this tarot deck about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. I read somewhere that this is a feminine tarot, and I happen to disagree with that. I think that this is a tarot for everybody. I'm going to show you around in a second. Of course, we're going to do a flip through of it, and I'll show you exactly what's in this box and what the Field Tarot is all about. Front of the box, as usual, this is one of those really nice boxes. This is published by US Game Systems. It's a nice, really nice sturdy box, and the feeling of the paper here has got that rose petal sort of feeling, so it's a really nice box. This is the side of it, front of it, of course, and of course the back. It has a brief description and some of the cards that are in the deck. And let me read this brief description for you guys. The Field Tarot. The Field Tarot was created to guide readers through the sacred space, the field, where the tarot narrative takes place. Inspired by colorful botanical and otherworldly dreamscapes, the accessible artwork situates the reader within the scene, allowing them to easily connect with the card meanings. The Field Tarot acts as an intuitive tool to help readers navigate through life, relationships, and their inner and outward journeys. It includes a 78 card deck and a 96-page book. So, all right, you guys, let's dig in. This is one of those two-part card boxes, very sturdy. The inside of the box is blue, as you can see, which is sort of goes with the whole theme of the deck. Of course, you get your booklet here. This is a really nice little booklet, by the way. This is one of those. This is a rose petal feeling here again, the same kind of material as you will find on the front of the box here. And the book is pretty standard. Although this is a very nice book, so as you can see, it's one of those. This is not a flimsy little booklet like we've seen so many times for US games. This is actually a well thought out little booklet. The content is sort of redundant. It has an introduction, reading tarot, the major arcana, the minor arcana, wands, cups, swords, and discs. So here you get the introduction, which I just read to you guys. Reading tarot. Here it gives you a couple of spreads. And then it goes into the major arcana, as you would expect. And then it continues on to the minor arcana. And so that's it, you guys. There's really not much to it, but it's a nice little booklet. So here's about the artist. Just a little bit, I can read this because it's really short. Hannah Elizabeth Fofana created the Field Tarot as a means to connect her lifelong love for tarot with her background in graphic design and illustration. She has spent her career moving between agency, corporate, and freelance design settings, but has always strived to make time for creative projects on the side. Many elements and cards used throughout the deck were influenced by her life, events, family, and friends, most notably her journey to becoming a new mother. So a little bit about her. Once again, US Game Systems, and so that's a little booklet. I like the book. It's really a nice booklet. So let's get into the cards, you guys. So not gilded, as you can see, on any side, of course. This is regular tarot size, and they are reversible. So for those of you that read in reverse, then this is a deck that you will like. So let's talk a little bit about the cardstock, you guys. The cardstock is just regular run-of-the-mill cardstock. This is nothing special. This is not an expensive deck, so for the price you'd expect to get this cardstock. And this is not a shiny card. This is rather on the matte side, so just regular run-of-the-mill. The size is the same. The size is the same size as a regular tarot card. So that's on the side, on the size side. And the drawings are really nice, you guys. They're very simple. They speak to me whenever I do a reading with this deck. It's simple. If I had a word to describe this deck, it's simple and it's right to the point. This deck doesn't hide around, or there's really not much that you need to look at. Each card has a, not each card, but for the minor arcana, you will have a word here on the bottom that will describe the card. This is the Emperor, as you can see, but as we look at some of the other cards, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Shuffling is not a problem with this deck, of course. So shuffling is pretty good. They're light. They're kind of on the lighter side. It's not a thick cardstock, but it's not super thin either. So I think you know exactly what this cardstock is about. If you have other US games decks, then you'll probably know what this cardstock is. So shuffling, once again, not a problem. Shuffling is pretty easy and actually kind of fun to shuffle. So that's how I shuffle my cards, and I don't have a problem shuffling. Let's do a fan situation here. Fan situation is just beautiful. I mean, I can keep going all the way to the end of the table. That's how good the fan spreads out. And let's look at some of the cards so you kind of get an idea of what this deck looks like. Seven of Swords. And then here at the bottom, you get a keyword. For this one is deception. And I really like that. Once again, images are super clear and simple, and there's really not much to look at. And I like it. I like it for that. I like this deck because it's simple and it goes right to the point, and it's a fox, right? And in some cultures, a fox can be misleading. So, yeah, this one is the Seven of Swords, Deception. Let's pick a couple of other ones now that we're at it. What do we have here? We have the Five of Wands. Some of them are your regular peep cards, like this one. So this is the Five of Wands, and then the word here at the end, at the bottom, is competition. So that'll be the keyword for that one. Let's pick another one. What do we have here? Yes, we have Prince of Cups, introspection. So if that makes any sense to you, usually the Prince of Cups can mean something else, but this is just one keyword, right? And a lot of these cards have many meanings to many different people. So, but for this one in particular, they chose introspection. So let's pick one or two more. What do we have here? Yeah, the Hierophant. Once again, the major arcana do not have keywords at the end. So that's the Hierophant. That's a pretty classic image for a Hierophant. Here looks like it's a Pope, and it is the Pope actually. And so that's what you get for that one. So once again, you guys, really right down to the point. There's really no hiding with this deck. It is what it is. It's just one of those decks. There's really not much to look at. So if you like simplicity, this is definitely a deck that you're going to like very much. I like it very much. I like working with it. What do we have here? We have the Magician. Once again, very simple, very easy to interpret, very easy to look at, not a problem. Let's pick a couple of others, or maybe one more. What do we have here? We have Perspective. Yeah, so Perspective is number 11 on the major arcana. And then, what do we have here? We have the Eight of Swords, isolation. It's the key word here. So this looks like a peep card, right? So that's how it goes, you guys. Very simple, elegant. This is one of those decks that doesn't beat around the bush. It tells you exactly what it wants to tell you. There's no beating around the bush. You get your message, you get your card and your cards, and they tell you what they need to tell you, and that's what it is. It's not one of those decks that you can really look at for a long time and find out that here's something and there's something. No, with this deck, you don't get that. It is what it is. You get what you get, and that's the end of that. And I like that. I like it also when the deck has a lot to show me. But this one is really direct. This is one of those very direct decks. It's going to tell you exactly what you're going to, when you have a question, when you want to do divination with this deck, it's going to really tell you right to the point what you're asking. There's no beating around the bush with it. So that is the Field Tarot, you guys. I do recommend it. I like it very much. I'm very happy that it is in my collection of decks, and I use it often, and I'm always happy to work with it when I feel like I don't want any long stories, or I don't want any sort of emotional, or one of those readings that I just want to get my answers, or I'm reading for somebody that just wants to get answers and wants to move on fairly fast. This is a perfect deck to go to. So without further ado, you guys, I'm going to, of course, set this guys here. I'm going to play some music. We're going to do a complete flip through for you. And as I always say, sit back and enjoy the ride. So you guys, that was the flip through for the field tarot. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That lets me know if you guys are interested in the content or not. And as I always say, until the next time.